It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 12, and apparently there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Now, we've speculated since day one that Jennifer Aydin was not going to have that great of a season this year because after attending the season 11 reunion, she kind of, iced herself out. It's what happened. She went after Melissa Gorga and her business, Envy, her boutique. She said that she was selling fake purses, and she said the only reason that she is on the show is because of, well, her husband, Joe Gorga. She said that Joe Gorga is the one who carries most of the weight for Melissa, and it's because of his brother-sister dynamic with Teresa Giudice that Melissa is even still relevant in any capacity. Ouch. Well, you can't say things like that and then take it back. But Melissa is not the only person Jennifer Aydin crossed at the reunion. Margaret Joseph, she pointed the finger at, saying she was the one who originally started the rumor about Jackie Goldschneider's husband, Evan, allegedly cheating at the gym. Now, everyone wanted to know who was the one who started this rumor, especially after Teresa Giudice went on Watch What Happens Live and told Andy Cohen, listen, I didn't start this rumor. You guys are going to be surprised who started it. It was somebody else in our group. I just repeated a rumor. Well, if you've heard from Vicki Gunvalson and the women from the Real Housewives of Orange County, I can't even believe I'm referencing them right now, but they've even said before that repeating a rumor is just as bad as starting the rumor. And in this case, for Teresa Giudice, that's exactly what happened. Now, it's not just Margaret and Melissa, but Jackie Goldschneider was kind of pissed herself, and she's had a few back and forths with Jennifer Aydin before, but Jackie Goldschneider was pissed that, well, why didn't you ever come to me and tell me this? Why would you walk around and walk on eggshells and film with us and know that I'm going through this, having to deal with this rift with Teresa and never mention it a single time? You were sitting on this, but you didn't want to talk about it. It doesn't necessarily make sense. So now with Jackie's kind of pissed at Jennifer Aydin too, only leaving really Teresa Giudice and maybe Dolores left to pick up the pieces. Well, we've been watching a lot of cast photos resurface or surface period, and they've been filming all over New Jersey at the Jersey Shore house. They've been filming at their favorite restaurants. And it seems like Jennifer Aydin is not in attendance for most of these events. If it's a cast event that doesn't involve somebody's house, she's definitely there because that's how filming works. Production has her showing up. But if it's something personal, like the event that just happened at Melissa and Joe Gorga's Jersey Shore house, yeah, she's not invited to those. However, there are a few new housewives who have been in attendance, and fans are starting to speculate, are they here to take Jennifer Aydin's spot? At the end of the day, we all know that Teresa Giudice being an OG, we know that she would be the right one to latch onto, which Jennifer Aydin has been accused of before. But if some of the other women, most of the other women don't want to film with her, it's sort of like being Brandi Glanville. It's that moment where the women don't trust you. They're not comfortable with you. They don't want to film with you. They don't want to talk to you. And if you get to that point, production can't force them to do anything, even though they're contractually obligated to fill their roles and, kind of follow through with those contracts. You can't make something feel organic and real that's not actually real. Dolores is the odd man in the middle because she doesn't necessarily dislike Jennifer Aydin. There are qualities about her that I'm sure she doesn't like, but she's not icing her out like the rest of the group. She's still very much so willing to film with her, but she's one of the only two. Now, maybe the new housewives, and we have Tracy Lynn Johnson, who's married to Tiki Barber. She's coming in. She's beautiful. She has sort of an interesting background on how she met her husband, and I'm sure we're going to get a deep dive into that. Maybe she would be filming with Jennifer Aydin because Jennifer hasn't crossed her as of yet. But if you guys watch the Watch What Happens Live episode with Giselle Bryant and also the Rappaport comedian guy, and Andy Cohen, of course, you would have seen that Dolores was very much so in attendance, sitting in the audience, and she's teasing that this season is going to be big. There's a lot of ups and downs, and there's going to be so much to talk about. I'm guessing that this would be one of those things, but what I don't necessarily understand is why is Jennifer Aydin taking all the rap for all of this? I'm not saying, listen, bring her in, but part of the thing that we love about the Housewives is the conflict and resolution. So we've had this conflict. It seems like we've had enough time to get over it. Where is the resolution? Also, apparently Tracy is not the only new housewife that's filming. There's another woman who's been filming, Caroline Razio, and she also was not in attendance to Melissa Gorga's Jersey Shore house party. If you're following social media, you'll see all over the place there's a hashtag, where's Jen? Where's Jennifer Aydin? Where's Jen? We want Jen. Everyone wants to know because she's missing half of the events. Is she going to have any screen time this season, or is she going to be Dorit Kim's lead? Is she just going to be appearing little bits here and there and talking about how she's trying to get back into the group? I don't know at this point. Honestly, maybe the women might get their way. Maybe she was iced out, and that's exactly what happened. If she is going to continue to be pushed out, production has no other choice but to let her go, and maybe one of these two new women would fill her spot. Now, that's not the only thing we have to look forward to this season. Of course, there's new dynamics coming into play, but also Teresa Giudice and her husband, Louis Ruelas, have just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. Now, Teresa and Louis ended up buying a house after she sold the house that she lived in with Joe Giudice. And some fans and some of her family were speculating, are you moving too fast? Is this happening at like a lightning speed, and maybe should you slow it down? But for Teresa, it seems like her love tank was empty and now it just got filled. So she feels like, I'm sure as an adult woman, she knows what she's doing and she's moving at the proper speed. Now for Louis, I'm sure a little bit of his background and his past with some of his exes and ex-fiancés, it's going to come to light because everybody has a lot of questions about some of the things that were supposed to appear in court and some of the rumors that people have been spreading about him in the background. For Teresa, I don't think she can necessarily handle another disappointment. So I'm hoping for her and for after everything that she's been through and her daughters have been through, that this is not something that comes into play. But at the end of the day, we know how the Real Housewives world works. If there's something to be talked about, and if you have skeletons in that closet, you're not going to be able to hide them. They're definitely going to come out in full effect. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out on season 12. Again, after Dolores teased that this season is going to be hot and rough, we're just going to have to wait and see. But I want to know what you're most excited about in the upcoming season, season 12 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Is it to see how this conflict plays out with Jennifer Aydin and how the women are actually treating her on camera? Are you excited for Caroline or Tracy Lynn Johnson, Caroline Razio, whoever that is? We'll have to wait and see, but I don't think she's as prominent as Tracy Lynn Johnson because Tracy's been filming a lot more. Or are you excited to see this relationship, this budding relationship, the 1-year anniversary of Teresa and Louis? Remember, they're still currently filming. It's supposed to air in early of 2022. So many questions to which we need so many answers. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead. You know what to do. Answer the comments or comment below. And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.